So here's a question. As you know, millions of kids look up to Yankee star A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. But with the recent PED, performance enhancement drug scandal and suspension, he's not looking like the best role model. So how do you tell your kids about the situation and steer them perhaps towards sports icons who can give us a better example, if you will? Well, Erica Katz is here. Katz Abramson. She is the author of Bonding Over Beauty. And Erica, welcome and good to see you.
Good to see you.
So here's the question. How do you explain this situation to your kids?
Well, I was talking to my son about A-Rod.
And how old is your son?
My son is almost 13, and he is a huge sports fan, has all the Yankees stuff everywhere. And so I said to him, you really want to be someone like Derek Jeter, who's well respected because he works hard. Or even recently, my son got to meet Michael Jordan. I said, you know what people don't realize is that, yes, he was talented, but he was always the first on the court and the last off the court. So it was his hard work that got him where he was. So when you see somebody like A-Rod and you see all this performance-enhancing drugs and his use of it, you have to tell your kids, look, everybody feels like it's hard to do what they need to do, and sometimes you're in a competitive environment like sports or like school, and you feel like if you could just do that one little thing, you could get ahead. But in the end, is that really the person you want to be? Do you want to be a champion or a cheater?
So basically, it's the time to talk to your kids and say, listen, at the end of the day, there are no shortcuts. That's one takeaway lesson.
And, you know, even Joe Girardi said it the other day on the news conference. He said, you know, I don't believe in shortcuts. I don't believe in shortcuts. I believe in hard work. And I think that was a great message to kids, because it's really tough when they see somebody that's their hero that was such a promising player. I mean, he's been one of the greatest players, and then to see that he was cheating. And, you know, I wouldn't jump to conclusions except that he's done it before, and we know that. And so it's a difficult thing, but then it's another teachable moment. You say to your son, look, he's human just like the rest of us. He has a personal life. And just because he's a professional athlete doesn't mean he's a role model. He's a professional athlete, and he has a job, and he gets paid a lot of money to do it. And maybe he wasn't feeling so great about himself, but look what happened. And would you want to be that person? Would you want to be in the hot seat right now being called a cheater? Or would you rather be Derek Jeter, who's this well-respected player that everybody's looked up to for many, many years, and he has just this great way about him? And I think that's something to really emulate.
Okay, but here's your 13-year-old son. You started out by saying that he has all the posters and the memorabilia on his wall. He loves A-Rod. What did he say to you when you said, no, you have to get a different sports hero?
Well, actually, I told him I was going to talk about A-Rod with you, and he said, are you going to meet him? Are you going to meet him? I said, no, I'm not going to meet him. And what difference does it make? Because he's an athlete, and he's in really big trouble.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're telling him, you're sort of dismissing A-Rod, not taking it for A-Rod, but for the sake of this discussion, you're saying, yeah, but he's an athlete, so get over yourself. But you're also saying, no, but pick Derek Jeter, pick Michael Jordan. Those are the ones you want to get excited about. So,
well, he's not going to listen to me. He's going to pick who he wants to pick. But I have to try to teach him the best that I can and show him that cheating is not the way to do it. And try to show him, would you want to be in the position he's in now?
But what did he say? Did he say anything like, yeah, Mom, but I still like him? And
yes, he said, well, I still like him. I mean, it would still be really cool to meet him. I said, why? Why is it so cool? Well, he's a Yankee. I said, yeah, but now he's been suspended. What do you think of that? And he says, yeah, I can't believe he's been suspended. And he really takes it to heart, and he's more concerned how the Yankees are going to play than about A-Rod. So I think for him, the concern is his favorite team, because one of the things I always joke about him is that you love the Yankees no matter who plays on it, basically. So people love their team. So even if A-Rod's not there next year, there's going to be somebody else, and that's who he's going to like, and he'll forget about it.
But the bottom line, I think what you're saying is when you talk to, you use topics like this and headlines like this to talk to your kids, and you say, guys, listen, at the end of the day, whether you're a star, a movie star, if you're a sports star, you know, a political star, if you will, at the end of the day, people are people. And you as a parent, you just have to instill the basics of being good, not cheating, not taking shortcuts, doing the right thing, even if it means you may not make it to that finish line before that person who you think is doing the right thing, you come to find out that they're not. I mean, is that kind of the takeaway of just...
Well, things like this are actually great for teaching your kids a lesson, because when you see that anyone could fall, that anyone might be insecure, I mean, I think this came out of insecurity. Why would you take these if you're so great? You obviously feel that you need something to help you. So I think sometimes when your child's feeling down, or maybe they don't feel so great about themselves, you say, look, you're not the only one. These people that are stars in baseball,
They seem infallible, but
they're human, and we're all human, and you know, we all make mistakes. And when you see a hero make a mistake, in a way, I think it can be comforting to kids, because you're saying, look, it's okay not to be perfect, but what it's not okay to do is to cheat because you're not perfect. It's better to not be perfect. Everyone understands that. And you know what? People even understand if he plays in a game and it's not great, but what they don't understand is why you would break the rules, because a game is only a game if there are rules. If there's no rules, then it's not really a game, it's a free-for-all. So I think that there's an institution in baseball, and it's respected, and it's our American pastime, and we all want to see rules. And the kids have to realize, you know, you can't steal, I don't know, on the wrong thing, right? You have to play by the rules. And it's not just the rules of playing the game, but it's also the rules of not taking steroids. And that's the rules, so you can't do it. He did it, and so he's been punished for it. And he's going to lose a tremendous amount of money.
Play by the rules. That's the takeaway to the children from Erica Katz, author of Bonding Over Beauty. Good to see you, Erica.
Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.